Okay, guys, we've made it home after a day. So, got myself a new transfer tank. You're probably going, holy crap, dude, you go through transfer tanks like some people go through underwear. Let me explain that just a little bit. So we had the transfer tank that was for this truck. It was specially built to be able to be in the bed of a short box. Basically, it came over and in between the wheel wells versus the way that the one back there is, where it's just based L shape and in a square. And that one was working great, except for when we got the green truck with the flatbed. Uh-oh, you're not supposed to be over here, buddy. Oh, I better take you home. Come on, let's go. As you can see, our neighbor's got 2 German Shepherd puppies, and they're still learning their boundaries. So every now and then they come over and say hello, which is, that's not a bad deal. They're cuter than heck. Anyway, I can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, so the other tank, it was working really good in the back of the truck. But when we got the green truck, and it was a flatbed, because of how narrow the base was, it had a hard time standing up. So I drilled and mounted it to the bed. Well, as you can see, we don't have the money to go and get a real good one, so we had to go to North 40, and as you can see, the paint's not exactly adhered there, and you can see these mounting feet are, well, like that one there, it's already bent. They're not built very well. They're a good build, they're cheap, they're doing a pinch, but they're not built very well. They are, well, let's just put it this way, you get what you pay for. So I had it in the back of the on the back of the green truck, which was a flatbed, bolted down, and it was half full one day, and I went around the corner and it quite literally ripped the mounting brackets off the bottom of it, and started sliding around, and it dang near flew off the truck going down the road. And so I got rid of it and got this big square tank, because it just seemed like it would work out better on the back of that flatbed. I didn't need one of these, I thought. So fast forward now to here we are, we got the truck without a flatbed, and this big square tank takes up a lot of room in the back of the truck, as you can see. Well, I need to put my toolbox back here so I can, especially anybody that runs older equipment knows that you need to have tools with you all the time to be able to work on said older equipment. So I need to be able to put my toolbox back there, which it's the same manufacturer as these 2 tanks, and it's a piece of crap. That if this tank lasts me 2-3 years, I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to get rid of it and get a better brand than what this is, but it's just got to get me through the next year or 2. So basically what I need to do is get this tank out, put this tank in so I can put my toolbox in, and instead of eating up this much room in the bed of the truck, I'll only be eating up about this much room in the bed of the truck. So I'll have a lot more room in the bed of the truck to be able to haul stuff if I need to, and I'll have my toolbox, which means that I'll be able to carry a lot of my tools and all that kind of stuff in there. Oh no. Dude, this isn't going to be conducive to me getting anything done. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Time to go home. Okay, I know what it is. It's the talking that keeps bringing him over here. So he's a very, very social little doggin, and so is his sister. And ever since they were itty bitty teensy weensy, they've come over here looking for attention. And not that they don't get any attention at home. They do get attention, but they like a lot more attention than what their owners can give them, even though that's a lot of attention. So they come over here looking for more attention, and it's really not that big of a deal. I know there's people that say, hey, you know, hate the dogs coming on their property and stuff, but it's really not that big of a deal for me, because I would much rather those dogs be comfortable with me, be comfortable with Randy, be comfortable with Mom, be comfortable with our dogs from a young age, than not be introduced and not feel comfortable and then come over here when they're full-grown adult German Shepherds and be a little bit on the you know, pissy side, because you know, they're just defending their territory. So I'd much rather them be over here, even no, they're not supposed to be over here, their owners don't want them over here, but I take them back every time, and you know, they stay for a little bit. But the problem with it is that I'm over here talking, so he hears me, so he wants to come over and say hello, because since he was, you know, he's only, I think, 6 months, since last month when they moved in, he comes over quite often. And unfortunately, when he came over and he was super cute, let's just put it this way, I'm a sucker for puppies. So anyway, he comes over here looking for attention, so I'm gonna have to kind of just get to work here and quit talking to you guys. But I'm gonna put this one in the back, get that one out. Problem is it's a lot easier to do with forks, and the forks are over there and they're messed up. So I'm gonna figure out how to rig them these up and get them out, because I know the square one will fit in the bucket of the tractor, but this one's a little too wide for it, I think. So I'm gonna have to figure my way around here, but I'll get it. I might end up, I don't know, I'll figure it out. It could get interesting, but it's gonna make for some good videos. So I'm gonna get this one here out first, get that one undone and out, get the pump off of it, because I'm gonna have to completely redo everything that's going on with the pump there, because of the way this thing is sitting. And then we'll go from there. One of the things I don't like about this manufacturer is they put the Phillips spout and they put the freaking pump spout right at dang near, I mean, look at it, it's dang near at the edge. I'd prefer them to be in just a little bit so that the pump isn't clear out here. So I'm gonna have to take the filter off, I think, for now, and I'm gonna have to replace the handle. I'll show you guys what's up with the handle here in a little bit, but for now I'm gonna have to take the filter and everything off and go back to running it without a filter, which is kind of scary. I just had the truck over at Fruitland yesterday to get an oil change and a fuel filter on it, and he told me, Jack did, the mechanic, who's very knowledgeable, told me that the fuel that was in the fuel bowl was really some nasty looking crap. And I'm kind of scared to run without a fuel filter on the pump anymore, because just how much nasty crap I've gotten in the fuel here lately. The fuel is crap for its price. I'd say if you're going to be charging us dang near $6 a gallon for fuel, that better be some grade A crap, in my opinion, and it's not. So anyway, let me get on to this here. Suck about this little maneuver is it's going to be hanging off of one fork. All that liquid is going to move to one side, and it's going to get heavier on that side than the other.
Yeah, you're just going to have to try to make the tension equal somehow.
The camera shut off?
No, I don't think so.
Don't want my people to miss out on the good stuff. that went better than I figured. Check this out. You want to see what I'm talking about with this cheap crap? Okay, so you're supposed to be able to just spin that pump right on there. No problems, right? Let's note where this thing is built. Let's see, right here, made in Mexico. Huh? Check this out. How is that supposed to work? Well, made in USA. Made in Mexico. Yeah, well, sheer American determination. We got her. I might have to make a little bit more room, but pump will spin on there now. Okay, so where are we at? We're at point where it's time to go to dinner. Dinner's inside the house. Turn the water back on here for Randy. So I'm just going to throw this thing back in without taking the bed liner out. But when we go to doing what we're looking at possibly doing in the future, the bed liner is going to have to come out of this thing. Otherwise the bed will be rotten within 5-10 years. So I put a gallon of purple power in here to get rid of the diesel and nasty crap. And some of the citrus cleaner I ended up getting. And that seemed to do okay. So I'm going to let it dry. Go have some food, and then come back out and at least get this thing slinged up and in there in the toolbox and on top of it tonight. I'm honestly kind of thinking about just ripping the bed liner out of it tonight, but we'll see how that goes, because the bed liner, where we're going, where it's going to be wet all the time, you don't want bed liners inside your truck. Anyway, so that's where we stand on this. I was kind of hoping to have it done tonight, but it's kind of turned into a bigger project than I thought it was going to be. So go eat dinner, get this thrown in, and then get the toolbox in on top of it at least. I got to get some pipe fittings before I can put the hose on, and go from there. Good morning, ladies and gentlefolk. It is just a hair before 5:30 in the morning. Looks like we might have a storm rolling in. That wouldn't be good. Right there, red sky in the morning, sailor take warning, if you want to go off the old adages and stuff. Anyway, I haven't been to bed. It was one of them nights where we got quite a bit of stuff going on in the family and that kind of thing. I don't really need to go saying much, but I didn't get any sleep last night. It was one of them situations where it was go to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning and try to get up and be groggy all day because I didn't get enough sleep, or just stay awake all night and you know, be able to kind of grind through the day. I've always kind of been like that, that if it gets to a certain point, I'm better off just staying awake and grinding it out. So I'll probably crash at about 6:30, 7 o'clock tonight. I think I just felt the raindrop. Anyway, I don't know how well you guys can see. And I don't know if this is going to make it, if the other part of the video is going to make it into this video or not. I took some video of me trying to install this thing last night. I hit a roadblock. So I'm trying to put this tank in the truck. It's a L-shaped 100-gallon tank versus the square 100-gallon rectangular tank that we got going on here. Reason being is because I want to be able to put my toolbox back in this thing and have my toolbox sit right here and not take up as much room as it was taking up. So I got this cheap piece of crap at North 40, and I knew better, but I did. And when I was putting it in last night, we got it halfway in because the forks on the tractor are screwed up, and every part of me was saying to take the bed liner out, because with what we got going on coming down the pike, where we're going to be looking at doing a lot of work, where the truck's going to be moving to, all that, it's going to be a very wet climate. You don't want to have bed liners in, especially the plastic ones. They just rust the bed out. The bed in the brown truck over there is proof of that. So I was gonna take it out, but I wanted to just get it in. That way I could get the toolbox in and just get settled in for the night. And then all I had to worry about was just plumbing the hose and running the wiring. And I dropped this thing in and it don't fit. There's part of the bed liner down here is protruding out probably close to, oh, I don't know, dang near 3 inches on both sides. So what that's doing is it's making this tank bump up against the wheel wells, so the tank isn't sitting in there really worth the crap. I mean, it's settled in, but I lost 3 inches of bed space. And when you're trying to do this, you'll want to have as much bed space as humanly possible for all the crap that you usually wind up carrying around in the pickup. So I got to, and I mean, it's in there. I've already tried to get it out a couple times. I'm gonna have to get in there with a bar, I think, and pop it up without breaking the back window of the truck. And then I'm gonna have to slide it back out, pick it out with the frickin' tractor again. And then I'm gonna have to unscrew the, there's 2 screws holding this bed liner, and I'm gonna have to rip the bed liner out, put it over there with the other one I got, and then put the tank back in, and everything should fit at that point. And I was just gonna do a temporary thing, but you know, my grandfather, rest his soul, had a saying that nothing's so permanent as something temporary. So this right here is my opinion as to why you don't want one of these bed liners in the back of your truck. Look at all this crap and dirt. There's dirt over there, there's hay right there, there's dirt right there. All that is gonna lock moisture in. I'll take you over here to the brown truck and show you what that does. See how rusted up the bed is? Now I can't show you, but this thing is paper thin. Like, there's some places, if I really wanted to, I could probably push my frickin' finger through it. And that's from 40 years of sitting on in Western Washington in the weather. Now folk over here, they love these things. There's best things since sliced bread and peanut butter as far as they're concerned. But it'll rust your freaking bed out yesterday, man. There you go. Now it's starting to look like a contractor's truck. Other than the hose, which I need to get a close fitting here for, this sucker is in. So I gotta bring this out and then put the 90 on it so that the 90 shoots the hose down here, and then the hose will go down through there and out the back. I'll just curl it up here in the bed. So, alrighty, now that that's in, I officially look like an excavation contractor. I'm gonna go and whip up a protein shake. That way I don't get the freaking shakes here. And head my happy butt on up the road to New Tech and see if we can't get the alternator on the excavator before it gets too hot today. It's getting humid. It's raining right there. It's already starting to get, I'm already sweaty. And I don't like to be sweaty. So, yeah. Oh, that's scrumptious.